During the September holidays, a few of my classmates and I decided to go to Singapore's biggest ice skating rink off Jurong East. There were 6 of us altogether and only one of us knew how to skate on ice. Melanie knew ice skating because she grew up in Canada, and she used to skate very regularly when she was in Canada. The rest of us had never even seen an ice skating rink before. Melanie promised to teach us how to skate. The ice skating rink was located in a shopping mall. I was not very big. In fact, it was quite small, by Melanie's standard. Melanie was used to really large ice skating rinks. Fortunately for us, it was not crowded that day. It was quite cool because the air conditioners were switched on at full blast. The rink was damp and there was a metal bar at the side to help beginners like us. We saw a few people hanging onto the bar for dear life, and some people falling on the damp floor. We had to rent the skates. We paid $10 each and we were entitled to skate for an hour. Melanie demonstrated a few moves for us and gave us a few pointers. She taught us how to move and to stay in balance. Jamie and Noreen had no problems because they could rollerblade. It was a different story altogether for Div and I. We were very nervous. Melanie told us not to be afraid to fall. "You'll never learn if you don't fall," she said seriously. Jamie and Noreen were already whizzing around the rink. Davy and I were hanging onto the bar tightly, refusing to budge. Melanie was totally exasperated with our cowardice. Finally, Jamie came up with a superb idea. We would hold hands together to skate. At first we tried, the of us together. It was fine for the first and second punt. Davy and I screamed in a mixture of delight and fear. Unfortunately, a little boy knocked into us accidentally on our third round. We separated and went sprawling onto the damp floor. We landed with a hard bump on our buttocks. It was painful but funny, so we were spluttering with laughter. After falling down, we seemed to have lost our fear. Jamie held my hands and Noreen held Davy's hands and we moved quite smoothly. We skated with them for about 10 minutes before we picked up enough courage to try on our own. On our first attempt, we landed on the floor again. However, we moved ourselves nearer to the bar and we learned to move slowly, using the bar as a support. Before we knew it, the 1 hour was up. We decided to stop for a rest. Davy and I were determined to learn how to move without using the bar for support. So, after a short rest, we paid another $10 for another hour. Our 3 friends also joined us. At the end of the second hour, we managed to move around the rink twice without the support of the bar. We were very happy and thrilled. Our friends cheered us on. It was a really enjoyable outing and Davy and I were really glad to have learned a new sport. From then on, we made it a point to go ice skating at least once a month.